But slowly, life taught me something very powerful. No policy, no development model, no theory can succeed if we ignore nature and community. So, being born and brought up in Kovali village, within 5 kilometers from Kolleru Lake, in the eco-sensitive zone of Asia's largest shallow lake, I grew up admiring rich biodiversity, like whistling ducks, ibises, kingfishers, teals, swamp hens, whatnot. The skyline of a village and surface of hundreds of acres of our lakes was swarmed with lakhs of these birds and flocks. So such wonderful sight of nature is still a beautiful memory in the minds of many of the villagers. My village elderly farmers, they're still nostalgic about how the water from this lakes, village lakes, carrying droppings of millions of birds, enrich their paddy farms, improving soil fertility. So my village, with its inherent beauty, fertile soil and immense wealth of natural resources, had all the potential to be self-sufficient, rich, live healthy in a safe environment. But despite all these factors, our village is grappling with poor sanitation and ill health, pollution and biodiversity loss, and ironically, scarcity of water for drinking and irrigation. The hundreds of acres of lakes which our village proudly possessed, and the rich biodiversity that I proudly admired from my childhood, is all vanished with time. The resources which need to recharge our groundwater and offer various services are encroached by few opportunists cultivating paddy farms and commercial aqua farms. So friends, మన చిన్నప్పుడు మన పెద్దవాళ్ళు ఒక చెరువు దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే కప్ప, పీత, నత్త ఎన్ని రకాలు కనిపించేవి. ఇప్పుడు మన పంచాయతీ చెరువుల దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే వాళ్ళు వేసి పెంచే చేప తప్ప ఒక్క జీవరాశి కూడా మనకు కనిపించట్లేదు. మా ఊర్లో కనీసం వీ హ్యావ్ 11-12 ట్యాంక్స్, కానీ ఇంటి ముందున్న చెరువులో ఒక బిందెడు నీళ్లు తీసుకునే భాగ్యం కూడా మాకు లేదు. పంచాయతీ డ్రింకింగ్ వాటర్ పాండ్స్ ని చూస్తే హబ్ ఫర్ ఆల్కహాలిక్స్, యాంటీ సోషల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్, so plastic heaps everywhere. 2023 water body census report of Government of India, if we see, 97% of our water bodies are in rural areas. Our sand, soil, water, trees, all these which have such economic value, ఇంత ఆర్థిక సంపద కలిగిన మన ప్రకృతి వనరులు అవకాశవాదుల గుప్పెట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాయి. So friends, this is not the story of my village. This is story of hundreds and thousands of villages across the state and in our country. Witnessing all this is so painful. Environmental damage is not an abstract issue. It is a daily health crisis. It is cultural crisis. It is an issue of survival itself. పంచభూతాన్ని దైవాలుగా భావించిన మన సంస్కృతి ఏమైంది? We have taken such great pride in our Indian culture which respected 5 elements of nature. మన పండగలు పబ్బాలలో, మన రీతి రివాజులలో ప్రకృతి ఆరాధన, జీవ వైవిధ్య సంరక్షణ అనేది భాగం చేసి, సంస్కృతి చేసి, మన పెద్దవాళ్ళు, మన పూర్వీకులు ఇంత సురక్షిత భూమిని మనకు అందిస్తే ఆ పండగలనే వేదికలుగా చేసుకుని మన జీవ వైవిధ్యాన్ని నాశనం చేస్తున్నాం, మన ప్రకృతిని వినాశనం చేస్తున్నాం. ఇట్ కెన్ బి Ganesh Chaturthi or worship of Grama Devatas like Ganganamma, Gangamma, who actually symbolize our water bodies, our livelihoods, our rains and rivers. There is worrying distortion of these very traditions. In the name of festivals, we are polluting our rivers and lakes. Instead of devotion, we see excessive drinking, noise, and our celebrations harming our own environment. మొన్న సంక్రాంతి చేసుకున్నాం అంటే నేను గోదావరి జిల్లా నుంచి వచ్చాను. కోడి పుంజులకి కత్తెలు కట్టి హింసించి కేరింతలు కొడుతున్నాం. అదా మన సంస్కృతి? మనకి బతుకునిచ్చే, మనకి బతుకు తెరువునిస్తున్న ప్రకృతి, మన నేల, మన గ్రామ పంటలు, మన రైతులకి అనాదిగా ఎంతో తోడుగా నిలుస్తున్న మన పశు పక్షాదులకు కృతజ్ఞతతో పూజించటం, వాటికి కూడా ఆనందాన్ని పంచటం, కృతజ్ఞత కరుణ కదా మన పండుగలు పబ్బాలు, మన సంస్కృతి మనకి బోధిస్తుంది. మరి మనం చేస్తుంది ఏంటి? సో దిస్ ఈస్ వాట్ is influencing our youth. They are imbibing such values which are totally disconnected from our ecological and cultural roots. So when this is the scenario, who is going to guide our society? Who can help conserve our natural resources? Who can reclaim real spirit of traditions which can ensure that our cultural pride is in alignment, in hand with environmental responsibility and discipline. And that is when, standing in front of you, Ayurveda fraternity, gathering, I feel it has immense, meaning. It's more meaningful to me standing in front of you. Ayurveda cannot survive without biodiversity. Medicinal plants cannot be grown in polluted water and poisoned soil. Human health cannot exist on sick planet. You're not just doctors, you're custodians of nature, you're healers of ecosystems, you are protectors of traditional knowledge. Many people think that environment protection is something very romantic. It's not. Protecting nature means standing alone. Protecting nature means being questioned, facing resistance, facing harassment. You're being called difficult, but yet choosing to stay truthful. Our fight to restore 304-acre Pedda Cheru in our village is still ongoing in High Court. But I firmly believe when the cause is right, we will get that strength from nature. Courage doesn't always shout. Leadership doesn't means, being powerful and loud. Courage always continues. If there is something to learn from my journey, that is what. Consistency is more powerful than visibility. I have something, for all the youngsters here, young professionals here, we don't need anybody's permission to care for our nature. We don't have to wait for some big positions or power, to do something. Start wherever you are. Say no to plastic. Start with one plant. Start cleaning up one water body. Speak for nature. Educate community around you. Leadership begins with responsibility. So I dedicate this honor to all communities who are standing in protection for their natural resources. All those people who firmly believe that development must be ethical, inclusive, and sustainable. I once again thank Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad for recognizing grassroots environmental work on this national platform. May WAPCON 2026 inspire many women and young professionals to live and work in harmony with nature. I congratulate all the organizers for this wonderful program. It's a beginning. Let's hail our nature. Prakriti ki, Prakriti ki, Mahila Shakti ki, Janma Bhumi ki, Ayurveda ki. That should be the spirit. Let's continue it. Thank you for this opportunity.